Welcome, this is Dean D. Davison, liveweatherblog.com, student meteorologist. We're talking about orographic lift. Orographic lift is basically something that occurs with the mountains. By definition, orographic lift is ascending air flow caused by mountains. Mechanisms that produce the lifting fall into two broad categories: the upward deflection of horizontal larger scale flow by the orography acting as an obstacle or barrier, or the daytime heating of a mountain surface to produce an anabolic flow along the slopes with updrafts in the vicinity of peaks. The first category includes both direct effects, such as forced lifting, vertical propagating waves, and indirect effects such as upstream blocking and lee waves. Even though this term strictly refers to lifting by mountains, it's sometimes expanded to the effects on hills or long sloping topography when sufficient moisture is present with rising air. Orographic fog may form. To make you understand even a little bit more, where I live here in Bedford County, Virginia, we have the Blue Ridge Mountains. I talk about lee-side convergence sometimes in my blogs. I have talked about it. Orographic lifting also. What this is during the day, we'll get a southeasterly wind push up against the mountain. Say this is looking backwards, the east is to the left. The winds coming out of the southeast will push against the mountain, which causes the air then to rise. When it rises, cools and condenses, makes clouds. Thus, thunderstorms are more likely to form in this situation. The orographic lift is essential in mountain meteorology and occurs in most mountains and mountain chains. And you will hear the term orographic lift from me a lot more. So hopefully you understand what orographic lift will do now. If you're ever in the mountains, you can understand where you may get showers and thunderstorms in the mountains sometimes and not on the flat land, or where they may form in the mountains and move. Much like if it forms in the Pocono Mountains and moves to the shore, most likely the storms were produced by a front, and two, possibly the orographic lift of the mountains near the Poconos. So that would be an explanation of how orographic lift works. I'll get into more of the lee-side convergence because I have a paper and study going out there why tornadoes may occur on the backside of these areas that orographically lift, called lee-side convergence. We'll go into that another day. For now, this is Dean D. Davison, liveweatherblogs.com. Thank you for listening, and thank you for understanding orographic lift.